Hey, it's my friends. Well, here we are on a Thursday, and we're going to finish up today our Bellevue Inspired. We're going to talk about these 5 areas, and I'm going to give you just a little tool and way that you can be intentional about working on these as we're spending time together, as we're kind of disconnected because we're in the COVID quarantine. But we're trying to stay connected and talk about things related to mental health and talk about trying to get stronger during these times. It's really difficult to keep momentum going when it seems like things aren't changing and we're not sure what the news is going to be. But we can, as families and as individuals, work and be intentional about getting stronger. These 5 areas are things that everybody needs, really 5 pillars of life, I would say, that everybody needs if they're going to build a stable and a strong life. And everybody should be working on these all the time anyway. But now we have a chance to really be intentional about how we're developing them as a family. So spiritual and physical and intellectual, the relational and the emotional. And if you go back over the videos over the last 5 days, if you want more information on any one of those, you can do that. Today, I just want to briefly share with you a way that maybe you can work on those as a family to be intentional. You're going to have to do just a little bit of work. I'm not going to go through the notes, but in the notes for this video, I listed and just brainstormed off the top of my head some ideas in each of those 5 areas. You can come up with many more. And what you can do if you want is develop something like this. This is just like a inSPIRE bingo card, but you're going to leave it blank. And the thing about this is there's no free spaces. Like, you don't get anything free on these. All of these are work, and all of them have to be worked on. But you can come up with something like this, or if you want this exact thing, I can send it to you. You just contact me in the email. I'll send you a copy of this. But you could come up with something like this, and maybe for each individual. What did I do spiritually, physically, intellectually, relationally, emotionally? What did I do today? Or we keep this for a whole week and see if we can fill in all 5 of these for each of these 5 different things that we're doing. Or maybe we make a family chart where everybody writes down the different things that they're doing. Or maybe we get one sheet for each of the letters and keep just a running tally of all the different things. Or maybe you're going to sit down as a family and for each of the letters, you're going to brainstorm ways that you as a family work on those things. The brainstorm that I came up with are things that I might do or things that we might do at my family. They're all reasonable things to do and they might work for you, but you might be able to come up with some of your own that would also help you as a family to encourage each other, to build each other up while we go through these difficult things, and to help everybody, parents and children together, to get stronger. We know that when we're under stress, we will have a tendency to withdraw. We will have a tendency to go into ourselves instead of working on ourselves. We have to help each other. Parents, to challenge your children not to get into, I talked yesterday about we want to avoid numbing ourselves during this time and eventually maybe feeling nothing as we just wait for it to be over. That can be really tempting. But parents, you also need to take care of yourselves and make sure that you aren't falling into numbing and just waiting for this to be over. So we're going to work on these 5 different areas: spiritual, physical, intellectual, relational, emotional. And we're going to work really hard being intentional to get stronger during these times. We're going to do it as a family. We're going to do it as we prepare to come back together as a community in weeks or, my goodness, it could be months. We don't know the outcome. We don't know when it is going to be better or when it is going to be behind us. But we can know that that individually and as a family, we are going to be okay because we're all in this together and we're going to work really hard. So take some of those ideas or contact me if you have others or if you want suggestions. I'll be happy to work in any of these areas with you. I want to be here to support you as a community. This goes for people in Bellevue, or if you're watching this and you're not even from Bellevue and somehow got a hold of this video, my email's in there. I want to be a resource for people to help encourage and build up families, to build up kids during this time. So please contact me. Tomorrow I'm going to have a special message that's really designed especially for parents that are really struggling with whether or not they feel like they're doing enough. And we're going to talk tomorrow about significant learning. What's the most important thing for kids to be learning right now? So I hope you'll join me tomorrow for the Friday edition of Bellevue CQ Coping Tips with Mr. Ott. Have a great day.